So why are the large consulting and technology players out there silent about the cloud disasters? Let's talk about it. So welcome back to the Cloud Computing Insider. My name is Dave. Let's get started. So the recent AWS and Microsoft outages rippled through the industry, as we talked about here on the show a lot. And a lot's been written about it. I'm not going to get into it here. If you want to see the videos, they're here on the channel. But it's striking how many major consulting firms and technology leaders have stayed quiet about that. And ultimately, we need to consider why that is, and also the lessons to be learned and who you can listen to and who you shouldn't listen to. So the elephant in the room is really kind of the relationship that many of these consulting players have with the larger hyperscalers out there. Many big consulting firms have multi-million-dollar alliances and ongoing deals with cloud providers like AWS and Microsoft, which are creating an incentive for them to remain silent. So I'm not saying that the hyperscalers ask them directly, not to talk to the press and not to comment on the outages, but understanding that they're in an arrangement together, and there's money that's made on both sides. In other words, the hyperscalers will bring them deals, and they'll work deals for the hyperscalers, but the hyperscalers are brought in, things like that. It's not going to be conducive for them to criticize or seem to be criticizing the hyperscalers, where in many cases they should. This is an opportunity to lead thought. At the end of the day, big consulting organizations, and certainly folks like myself, are going to be trusted advisors for the enterprises out there around the successful use of cloud computing. And your ability to comment around incidents like this is going to be part of the deal. I'm not saying those conversations didn't occur in private, but you're not seeing any public guidance from the larger cloud providers as to what this meant and how that changes or does not change, whatever their opinion is, the way in which we're going to use and deploy hyperscalers moving in the future. And I find the silence was kind of deafening for that. I think it was an opportunity for them to really come out as an objective third party and provide some guidance around a huge event that cost many of their clients billions of dollars, but they missed that opportunity. So the deep dependencies on these cloud platforms mean that speaking out could harm both business relationships and their technical consulting pipelines.